dash of Dave, he brings the cheer, crafty wonders year to year. Scissors, glue, and ribbons dear, handmade holidays appear. Old-time charm with
Hi everyone, it's Dash of Dave here, and I am back for another crafty video. You cannot keep me away. Today, we are... I nearly reached for it then. Reach for the stars, climb every no, don't sing that, Dave. Today, we are going to do something I don't normally do. We are going to make something Christmassy. Yes, I know it's July. Lots of people do Christmas in July. I have resisted all this time. It's the end of July and I thought, why the heck not? You know what inspired me? My bag of bits fell on my head. It sounds worse than it actually is. My bag of trouble fell down and I thought, you know what, let's just do it. Let's just make something. So I've got a bag that is kind of just a bag. Well, it's kind of an envelope or thing, something. Let me get it into shot. You can judge for yourself, decide whether it's a bag or it's more of a folio, I think. A wallet, maybe. A few things fell out of it. So this is my Christmassy stuff. This is kind of all partitioned and kept separate, you know, so nothing gets contaminated with Christmas. And we're going to make something today. We're going to make something with this Christmassy selection. So I think we're going to make something out of this, which is some packaging from some cans of pop from Aldi. There we go, good old Aldi. And I think I'm just going to use this because it's already, you know, craft card. It's cheap, it's free, and why the heck not? So yeah, let's make something out of this. What I'm going to make, I do not know at this very moment in time, but we will do something. I'm going to cut these two panels out. I think I might cut that one out as well. I don't want that one. So sorry for the singing, especially for the random singing. It doesn't make any... makes no sense to anybody. Neither rhyme nor reason. Okay, let's cover this up because I don't want, obviously I don't want, you know, be advertising Aldi all day. I need some love like I never needed love before. I don't know why. Well, I really don't know. I feel like I'm I'm suffering from heat stroke. I'm really, oh, this is going to be too much information for you. I'm really sweaty. How are we gonna do this? I do not know. Let's just do it, Dave. Right, let's not do it as one piece. Let's do it as two separate. Otherwise, we're going to end up with like a mess on our hands. Right, what I do need is something to stick down the spine. Let's use this. So we stick this down the spine. Why is that? Why is it staticky? Oh, I feel really warm. Okay. Oh, there you go. That's my blade. Don't go grabbing for that underneath things. So if I burst into Christmas tunes, I apologise. I've already got Ding Dong Merrily on High in my head, but like nobody wants to hear me sing Ding Dong Merrily on High, especially with those high notes that are more likely to hit me back than me hit them. I've been mugged by a few notes. Shut up, Dave. First prize idiot. Sorry, I'm just going to lick this. Just excuse me while I lick. Other methods of sticking gummed tape down are available, but I chose the easy but not quite so tasty option. Well, I don't know why they're hanging up there. They shouldn't be hanging up there. They should be in their box. So I'm just going to cut that bit off and cut that bit off. Hey presto. Ta-da. And then that should just cover that spine up. I might give it a bit of a zhuzh, you know, a bit of a zhuzh with this. So your guess is as good as mine as to how this is going to turn out, because I have no idea. Oh dear, yeah, dear. That's like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I have no red-nosed reindeer. No red-nosed rain idea. Oh, shut up, Dave. Just a complete idiot. All right, not a complete idiot, but you know, a half-finished idiot. Shut up. Where is my marbles? Where are my marbles? Who's had my marble? Oh no, it's all right. I found it's all right. No, it's not my marbles I was looking for. It was this. Do I want to use this? No, I don't want to use that. Shut up, Dave. So, like, please place in the comments how you think I can cure my insanity, if you dare. What am I going to stick this down with? I can't use the Zyron. Deploy the Zyron! No, I can't deploy the Zyron. Can I deploy the Zyron? Oh, I'm sure I could deploy the Zyron. Let's deploy the Zyron. Oh, no, hang on. What am I going to stick the Zyron? What am I Zyroning? It's this that I need to Zyron. So, we'll deploy the Zyron, I'm sure. I'm sure there will be a Zyron called Byron. There's nothing else that rhymes with it. Nothing that would make sense anyway. Like, ha 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 ha, like it makes sense. Like anything I say makes sense. What am I doing? I don't know. What am I doing? I don't know. What are you doing, Dave? I don't know. Does anybody else out there know? And you thought that I was insane before, and now that has just been confirmed. Anyway, where are we? What are we doing? Back in the room. So, yes. I don't know why I felt Christmassy. I mean, like, other than that, you know, the thing slid off the shelf and hit me. And I know isn't it like there's less days to Christmas than there are try and say that again. We're closer to next Christmas than we are from the Christmas before. The Christmas just gone. Oh, shut up. So yeah, I think that's what kind of made me think. Stop saying kinda. Shall we put that on there? Well, if we don't, we're gonna be stuck. So, should we put that? I don't know which. I haven't decided which is the front and which is the back. Not that it makes any difference, Dave, because, you know, it doesn't make any difference. That's why it makes no difference. Not a bit of difference. Not a stinking bit of difference. I'm sure that was a Christmas song as well. I'm not quite sure what it was, though. It just came out. Ba ba ba. Yeah. No, I love Christmas songs. I just don't think. I think that more to the point, my neighbours will be very alarmed if I start singing Christmas songs. Although, for some reason, she, who shall not be named because she doesn't shut up when I ask her a question, as anybody that saw one of my previous videos will be able to agree with. When you, like, she just started blurting out Christmas songs the other day. I was like, what? I don't even know what I said. I don't know what. So let's stick that on there. We might bind it around the edge with something just to keep it all like nice, because you can still see a bit of orange. But deploy the Zyron! Deploy the Zyron. Deploy the Zyron. Deploy.
Deploy the Zyron. Super sticky is what we need. Deploy the Zyron. Our creativity free.
Myron and Hyron. No, that's not gonna. They can't put that next to that. You're gonna have to do it that way around, Dave. You're gonna have to do it that way. Oh, I don't know how much is left on this roll, and I'll be gutted. Like gutted. That means devastated. That's a British slang. Oh, don't start just rolling for nothing. Are we all open? We are. You need to be catching that, thanks. Oh, hang on. What's going on? That's what's going on. It's... Come on, press. Thank you. We need to get you in there. Because if you don't go in there, then it won't come out at all. Oh, nearly trapped my fingers in it. Only nearly. So it's only a near miss then. Oh, squeaky. Sounds like my knees in the morning. Oh, yeah, definitely. And my back as well. And then pop that on there. And give it a stare. Where are we? Oh, squeaky. Oh. I think that roller needs a cleansing. Right. Thank you, Zyron. Byron, the Zyron has gone. Oh, we've got crinkles. It's all creased, a bit like my face. Oh, and by the way, a few people have said that I haven't, I've been quiet in the last couple of videos. I'm sorry. I mean, like, my sound levels are no different. I don't know whether it's the age of my microphone or the age of my voice. I will try to project my voice these days. Well, not these days, but from now on. But also, I'm not a big shouter. I'm not a big speaker outer louder. I don't know. I know it's not a term. I used to be good at projecting my voice when I was a teacher. When you're trying to get the attention of somebody at the back of the class that won't shut up. Well, you either do that or you don't say anything and then just look over the top of your glasses. That tends to work as well. But you can't see that. So I will try to speak up so that those all misbehaving at the back can hear me. So hopefully you can hear me, especially when I was shouting "deploy the Zyron" into the microphone. So now the microphone is now on top of the bin. Let's just move the mic, not the microphone, the xylophone. No, it's not a xylophone, Dave. Deploy the xylophone. No, don't deploy the xylophone. They didn't trust me with the triangle at school, so I don't think they would have ever trusted me with the xylophone. So it's the xylophone, the metal one, though. Bing, 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 bing. That one, or is that the glockenspiel? Is the glockenspiel the wooden one? I don't know. The xylophone, I don't know. I'm not asking Thingy because Thingy clearly doesn't listen to me. Well, listens to me, but then won't shut up. So Thingy being the little round device on the shelf. Know it all on a shelf, basically. Well, actually, no. doesn't know it all so much these days. So, oh, I was trying to do a bit more controlled by sticking that down. But, oh, I think, I've just put that on the wrong panel, haven't I? Yes, you did, you absolute fool. You can't get off me. Did that wrong. Oh, what an idiot. Oh, well, you know, many a happy accident and all that. We will find a way around it. The only way out is through. So, oh, look, even more creased now. That's what you get for laughing about it. Yeah, well, that's interesting. Actually, I was going to say, why are they both the same length? That's because that is too long. Let's just fold that in, because that makes it an interesting fold in. That's how it was meant to be, you know. If you were paying attention, you'd have known that. On this bit, we're going to have this, because that's what we were intentionally doing, wasn't it? Wasn't it? But we are going to put let's just take off a million things off this thing. We're going to put this on here, and we are going to rip it. Rip it, I tell you. Oh no, maybe we're not. Maybe we're not, because maybe it doesn't want to play. Oh no. Heave, ho, heave, ho, 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 ho. More to the point. Yeah, we're doing that. So that's what we're doing. And we're going to put that on there, and we're going to say, shh. Nobody knows any different. Nobody knows that isn't what we meant to do. That's exactly what we meant to do, isn't it? So I'll pop that on there. Well, that's got a nice torn edge, and we're going to lick it again. Excuse me while I lick this. Hang on. Let me just have a drink, because I don't think I've got enough saliva to lick it with. Cockles and mussels, saliva, livo. Shut up. Oh, I really fancy a horse's hoof salad. Sorry. I don't. I was just passing comment about the fact that these sticky things are usually made from animal glue, aren't they? Something like that. Well, I hope I'm not. I was going to say, I hope I'm not vegan. I think I probably would know that, though, wouldn't I? Although I've eaten enough lettuce, I could be. So the weight loss is still continuing. I think I told you this last time, but I'm going to say it again because, like, you know, I like to recycle my jokes. I'm very good at recycling. My next diagnosis will be myxomatosis. My next diagnosis will be myxomatosis. Look, it's all rhyming today, isn't it? Isn't it? Enunciate. There we go. We've got the basis of a something. The basis of a something, but I don't know what the something is. Do we want to do something with that? Do we? If we're going to do something with that, what are we going to do with it? I don't know. Maybe we'll come back to that. Let's put that to one side. We'll stop trying to create the... Oh, I don't even know what that's for. I've started measuring for something, prepping for something, and I don't know what I'm prepping for. Let's put those over there. I've got some green axe. I didn't know whether I was going to have some green. Do we make it a little booklet? A booklet. So we're going to have it... Oh, you see, now that's sad because we're missing that off this side, aren't we? And that would have been nice on there. So maybe we do that. Maybe we'll put another thing, on the what's it. Yep, you heard it here first. Let's get some more of this. I've got plenty of this. This is not double-sided at all. This is the gummy roll thing. I've got that from scrap. Don't know how much it was. A couple of quid, something like that. Quid being pounds in the UK. It's slang for pound anyway, so don't know where it comes from, don't ask me. Right, let's try this. And let's put this nice bit of a nice edge, a wiggly woggly edge on the edge, because that's the good place to put your edges, on the edge. We said we wanted to wrap the edges anyway. Do we want to wrap all of the edges? No, we don't want to wrap all of the edges, Dave. We'll be here all day. Yes, another thing to lick. Hang on just a minute while I conjure up some saliva. Before anybody says, yes, I'm doing that off camera. Why am I doing it off camera? I don't think anybody really wants to watch me lick this. That's the reason why we're doing it off camera. And I know we're going to lose that edge, but you know, it's all fun and games, and we don't care. So why not I cut these things off? These things should go in the bin, Dave. Do not keep bits like this. This is why we end up in a mess. Do I want those pieces? Oh, you see, this is where we're going to get into the. Is it too big to throw away? Oh heck! You can go over there. You can stand back up. Stop it. Okay. So. Oh, let's have a think about this. Right, let's get some Christmassy out, and then we'll start thinking about what else is going to happen. So that can go just off camera, just balance there, just for it to fall into camera at any given moment. Let's get rid of these pieces because we're not going to do anything with them. You know, it's not like we're going to need any more of that today, and even if we do, I've got another one here. So I haven't got one here because I'm not, you know, Vincent van Gogh. So just in case you didn't know. So in case you didn't know, oh, it's all rhyming. Stop it with the rhyming. Do we want a doily? We might have a doily. We might have a little doily. Who knows? We'll have a bit of a little doily. We might have a couple of people. People who need people are the luckiest. No, they're not lucky if they have to listen to me sing. Oh look, there's a whole load of napkins. What else we got in here? Oh wow, I was looking for them last year. Let's leave them out for me not to ever find again for Christmas. Let's tear this bit off because it didn't stick in the thing. It's half a thing anyway. Might have that. What else we got in here? Your favourite carols, your favourite carols, those most requested on Voice of Firestone. Oh, here we go. I've got the words. I can sing it all to you. Okay, don't tune out because, like, you know, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to make you listen to me sing Deck the Halls. No. We Three Kings of Orient are, or joy to the world. They all start very high, don't they? Good King Wence's last look. That's one I can sing in it with a deep voice. The First Noel. What? I know the First Noel. The First Noel. But there is an L there. So, no L. Oh, shut up, Dave. The Friendly Beast. I do not know that. Oh, little town of Bethlehem. Yes. Oh, holy night. Yeah. It came upon a midnight clear. I know of it. I can't really sing it, which is good for you. A virgin unspotted. Obviously, it wasn't a leopard then. Silent night. Oh Christmas Tree, or yeah, the German version, which I can't pronounce. O Tannenbaum. What child is this? What child is this? Here we come a wassailing. Now I've sang that before, but I don't know it well. Jingle bells. Don't know jolly old Saint Nicholas, because we know him as Father Christmas here. So on top of the house, we wish you a Merry Christmas. Yeah. So there we go. Now I've murdered you. Oh look, that's one of the Christmas cards that I used to make. How much did I used to sell them for? £2.75. So when I used to make cards, one of the times from long ago in a land far, far away, it was something that I used to make, and now I don't. So what else do we have in here? I tell you something we don't have a beer. Oh look, there's a poinsettia. Might have to use a poinsettia. Do I want anything else from the bag? I do not know, but I'll have a look anyway. That didn't really go very well. What's that? No. Too new. Too modern. Right, okay. Let's just get a few things out. We're not going to use all of it, obviously, because that would look a right mess. So, let's find a nice napkin with which to decoupage. Now, it's got Merry... Let's put that to one side. And those. And that. And this. And that. And t'other. This, that, and t'other. Okay. Let's make... How we're going to do this. So, on the inside... On the inside, the sun still shines. I don't know what I'm doing now. Now. This is different to when. Let's do something. I mean, I would use the Christmas music thing, but you don't want to be using the music thing, well, especially when it's got Christmassy tunes that I could be singing along to. So let's see what else we got. We've got some. Let's just use some of this, shall we? I mean, if I use an untitled bit, nobody's going to know whether it's actually Christmas music or not, are they? And you're not going to tell them, are you? So, right, there we go. Done it. Committed. It is Christmas music because it's in a red thing. And that's what makes it a Christmassy thing. So let's have let's do the join over the top. It probably will be over the top now, mind lot. We'll stick that in like that, and we'll have another piece. So I should have torn another piece out. Oh, that's torn it. We'll have more of the plinky plonky notes. These I don't know what these are called. I'm not a musician. I'm sure that would be a real surprise to you with my singing. But I am not a qualified musician. As fantastic as my beautiful heraldic notes are. Heraldic? No, that's not right. That's not the term I mean. What am I talking? Angelic, not heraldic. My my angelic tones are. I am not a professional singer. I know. See, it's taking my breath away. Take my breath away. Somebody needs to take my voice away and my breath. Who's having a barbecue on a rainy day like this? Somebody out there. It's because here in the UK we get so little warm days to be outside that people just have a barbecue whenever they feel like. Now I don't want to put this through the Xyron because then there'll be a sticky bit down the middle. Although I'm going to cover it up, so maybe that's not an issue. Shall we do, see, like that? I wanted the plinky plonky bits. Oh, it's on that side. Hang on, which way up is that? Oh no, that's fine. Does that say potatoes? What? Oh no. It's not a potato. Are we going to deploy the Xyron again? Oh,
Deploy the Xyron. Super sticky is what we need. Deploy the Xyron. Our creativity free. Deploy the Xyron. Super sticky is what we need.
I love you so much. I'm just going to make sure that this peels off first. So what's brown and sticky? A stick. So stick. This is sticking as well. No, we need that to stick. Sticky stick. This is brown and sticky, and this isn't a stick. This is a board. Who's bored? Are you bored already? What? Which way up is this? Hang on, don't put it together, Dave. It's that way up, isn't it? We're doing that as the front. The shorter bit is the front. Good job we checked, because this could have gone horribly wrong. Well, it probably already has. So we'll pop that in that bit there. Pop it in there, and then let it go. Right. That's popped in there and let go, and then we're going to pop this on this side and then let it go. Let it go, let it go. Boop, 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 boop. I wanted to try and line it up, but these don't line up with that. Why does that? What is that all about? What there? It's probably a different song, that's why. Song, tune, melody, whatever. Okay, well, it doesn't line up, but you know, it doesn't line up. That's the crux of it. So that's sticky down there. So what I could do with is a piece of this, and we'll have a piece of this down the middle. We might even, not guaranteeing this. No, not what I want. Not guaranteeing that this is going to be factual, or the case, or if this is indeed going to work. So let's just get this off here first. I might even colour it in a Christmassy colour. You know, like brown. I'm only joking, and I don't mean brown. Although, you know, if you have a live Christmas tree, that's what colour your tree is usually after Christmas. So that festive brown colour. So either a red or a green. I know there's very normal, very traditional colours, but I'm thinking, because these are more those kind of colours, although that isn't. That's orange and green and a bit of blue. But I think I'm only going to use that on there, so I don't know. Well, I think we're probably going to stick to just the traditional colours. So let's colour it before I stick it, because it's easier to do it that way around. Do I have any? Oh, should I go? Let's go. Let's go. Do I want green? Should I go green? I've got mowed lawn up here, so I've got some mowed lawn. I do have some red somewhere. I've got some lumberjack plaid. Brad Janet. No, not Brad Janet. It's plaid, Dave. Plaid, or tartan, as we would call it. Lumberjack tartan. Do I want this, or do I want this? What's that called? That's called blaze. I don't even think that's going to be red, do you? That's rosy cheeks. That's definitely not red. We'll take it as red then. No, I've got cranberry crush. That suggests that it should be red, but it looks orange. No, is there anything else? Scooby-Dooby-Doo. No, Scooby-Doo is not in the building. Okay, we're going to use one of the other ones. One of the other ones. You know what I mean. The other things. Right, what are we going to do this on, Dave? Because you've got to do it on something, otherwise it will just be all smooshed all over your surface. And that's not a good look. So, let's go for something that isn't very smooshy. What? Oh, is this a glue book? Right, looks like I've done something with it before. Right, okay, okay, I don't know. Right. I've been writing on my thing that came from the my doctor's, which is not really what it was for. Let's try it on this. Just get a true colour. True colour shining through. Oh, that's actually quite punchy, isn't it? That's quite nice. Oh no, hang on. What? Hang on. Yeah, there we go. You know, they foxed me for a while. Are there any pads in here by any chance? No, there isn't. Of course, there is no pad. So. Sorry. Oh, that looks very similar though. Oh no, now it's dried a bit. It's definitely kind of more. That's definitely more Christmassy red, isn't it? So what's this one like? That's more Christmassy red, isn't it? Let's go with Umpa Lumpa red. No, lumberjack plaid. Yeah. Lumberjack plaid. Oh no! If I do this now, I'm gonna put that in my mouth, and then I'm gonna end up with like Vic will be saying, "Why is your tongue red?" Yeah. Well, it's a long story, Vic. So, especially a long story as you don't watch my videos. So, I just thought I could pick it up off the background and do this, and you know. And it might come out, I don't know. It's very juicy, isn't it? Very juicy. Oh, it's very juicy. Shut up, Dave. You idiot. Right, okay. I feel like it's going to be a bit flat for just doing it red. I mean, it is flat. We know it's flat. But, like, you know, it looks flat. Well, it will look flat because it is flat, Dave. Shut up, Dave. Okay. Now, you fool, it's a day. It's a Sunday, so I'm going to be doing this with like dirty fingers and then going to work tomorrow. Right, I have done the drying, so it's now curled up. That's the problem. It's all gone. Girly, what the heck? Right, what I wanted to do was I wanted to crease it. So it looks like I'm going to screw it up. Like, I don't care and I don't like it, but I do like it. I want to keep it, but I just want to screw it up because I'd like it to be flat as well, to be fair. It's not going to be flat, is it, Dave? Should have thought of that before I dried it. Right, I'd like some... Where is the little Dorber? Where is the Dorber? Zorba the Dorber, where are you? Where is that Dorber? What? Oh, there it is. So I was thinking if we just kind of highlight some of the... Oh, you need to put something on it, Dave, I think. What shall I use? I do not know. So, are you all admiring my tan, by the way? My tan. I mean, I don't tan. I just go from pasty to less pasty. So, no, I'm dipping that into a oh no, making the napkin dirty instead. That's not really, can't really see that. Might just go a bit heavy on it. So, That's fine. I think that's doing the job. It's giving it that kind of a look. Well, I'm not quite sure what kind of a look, but it's giving it a look. Not an evil stare, so we're just grateful of that. So, what am I sticking this on? Here. That's what I'm sticking it on. Gonna stick it on here. Really should have been there. And in fact, that would have been nice on there. Maybe we'll do that, because that looks like a spine. I know, like, I've changed my mind, but I'm allowed to. I'll put that on afterwards. Let's just cut. Now you're thinking, what? He's now going to have to do something for that. Yes, I know I am, but like, rub it all around. But yeah, so whilst I'm cutting this, let me just share with you some of the wonderful dad jokes that I know. What do you call a train carrying bubblegum? A choo-choo train. Yeah, I'm here all day. You know where to find me if you need more. Not that you're going to need more. You know where to find me if you need therapy. So, what do you call a chicken staring at a lettuce? A chicken Caesar salad. Of course. Did you hear about the actor that fell through the floorboards? He was going through a stage. You know what the best thing about my jokes is? I find them funny. Even if nobody else in the world does. But I don't care. Because I don't care. Right, we're going to stick this on this bit, this side, aren't we? Every time I bring this towards my mouth, I'm like Pavlov's dog. I start salivating. Nobody has to ring a bell. I just have to like see this and think, oh, I now need to produce some saliva. So just bear with me a moment. I can't vouch for whether I have a red tongue or not because I can't see it. So. Oh, don't smudge it, Dave, now. Don't smudge it. What shall I do? What do we do with the drunken sailor? What do we do with the drunk... That's not a Christmas song, Dave. No, that's not going to work, is it? Let's hold that down. And then see if we can cut that without it dragging and tearing. There we go, we'll do that. And we will do that. It's Christmas in July, and I cannot lie, because it's Christmas in July. Well, I can't lie anyway, but I'll keep them. I might use something. Oh, that's stuck to there. That's because that's sticky, and that's what you were going to cover up, Dave. Yes, you were. I know. So we will use this. This has already got a bit of a wobbly, teary, wibbly, wobbly edge. Oh, it's got a nice thing on there. What am I going to... Oh, no, I'm only going to be able to have one or the other because... And we're obviously going to want the poinsettia. No, the poinsettia. Where's me flaming... Where is the... Am I being really stupid? Is it obvious? Is it like... Where is that... What? Where's the ruler? I mean, I know that's a ruler, but where's the other ruler? Oh, it's there. I am being really stupid. It was obvious. No, do it the other way. So, hold this down and tear this off. And we can then put that down the middle. Already been like torn, so I thought might as well use it. Does it have anything interesting on either side? We could possibly use that. Let's use that because, you know, I know it's not the right colour or anything. Well, it's you know, it's not like you can only exclusively have red and green at Christmas, but I don't care. I'm going to use it anyway. I'll just grubby it up. Like you do, well, like I do. No, that's not what you're sticking it to, Dave. You're sticking it to this, aren't you? So I just need to... Oh, no. Just licked it. No, Dave, that doesn't work like that. It's not... not everything. You can't lick everything and get things to stick. Let's put this... Get this into place. Oh, dear, Dave. It's going to be one of them, isn't it, today? I was going to say it's going to be one of those days, but it's always one of those days, so it's just one of those many days. So pop this on the inside. On the inside. Don't sing that every time, Dave. Goodness sake. That was the theme to Prisoner Cell Block H, which is I think it was an Australian. I believe it's Australian rather than New Zealand. Apologies if that is incorrect. An Australian kind of cheesy soap about women in women in a women's prison, which it sounds like that's a ridiculous statement because there would be women in a women's prison, but that's what it was. So we're just going with it. Let's just leave it there. In the UK, it used to be on at like, I don't know, 11 o'clock at night. My party days, my night clubbing days, whenever that was, the 90s, late 80s, early 90s. I'm not sure when it was from. Maybe it was from the 90s, and so but yeah. It wasn't particularly known for its acting. I'm sorry, again, if you're watching and you're thinking, oh, I was in that, and apologies. I doubt if you were, but just in case, we're just covering bases here. Let's just peel this up because that glue clearly did not work. So we'll do this glue instead, because the glue will work. Because I told it to. That's how glue works, you tell it. So so Prison Cell Block H. So let me know. Did you watch it? Have you heard of it? Are you going to go and find it? Because it's a corker. So I think they've worked in I can't remember. Queen Bee, she was the head honcho of the prisoners, and I can't remember who else there was in it, but they had like a laundrette or a pressing room or something, because somebody was always getting their head jammed in the Hoffman press, one of those presses you pull down and go yeah, so see, that's sorry, I keep getting distracted by this. I get like dry skin on my knuckles, and then it kind of blisters over and then just peels off. So too much information really. So right, okay, what we're going to do? Let's do we'll have something on the front. What should we have on the front? Maybe we will have a bit of it says I'm home compostable. You won't get a chance to be compostable. Let's cut one of these off, and we will do this. We will decoupage it onto here. So I'm going to use this one, obviously, the one that I cut out. It's probably a good idea, really. We'll pop the rest down there with the rest. Give it a rest, Dave. And we will peel this apart. What do I want to put inside? Why is that not sticking? Come on, play. Play with me. I told you to stick. It's because you're being disobedient, isn't it? Because I said, you just need to tell you to stick, and you stick, and you didn't. You just, toying with me now. So, let's get you to stick first. Right, what are we having on the inside? On the inside? No, Dave, don't keep doing that. So we'll have that on the outside, I think. I think we'll have it kind of hanging off. We might have it hanging off, and we could have it bending round. Oh my gosh, how revolutionary. And we may well, not Manuel, have something else on there. I think we need to kind of cut it out. Cut it out now. Right, get me water brush. Move that out of the way so I don't impale myself on it. So we're going to cut all of the wiggly line. Better with a wiggly line on a napkin. Oh, I should have pulled it all apart, but never mind. I'll pull it apart when it's out. Better with a wiggly line. You don't see the wiggly line as much. So it really should be this will dry otherwise. Pulling that apart. Yeah, so if you get the floofy bits on the edge, then when it dries, you don't see it. It blends into the background. You know, not completely, but it will blend in better than if you'd left it with a solid line. Let's get that. Oh, too much water. Although there's not enough water in the UK at the minute. We have a hose pipe ban currently in place in lots of places. It did start off in Yorkshire, which is where I live, but now the hosepipe ban has spread to other water utility companies, because our reservoirs are, you know, it's been raining recently, but our reservoirs are seriously depleted. So the random conversations that you will have with Dave, it all starts here and won't go away. It's like, you know, the stuff I talk about, I'm not sorry really, because it's just the stuff that's in my mind, and it all just falls out onto the desk. And yes, I don't sing for you guys, by the way. I sing because I sing. When you're not here, I'm still singing to myself. Sing a song, make it simple to last your whole life long. I never worry that it's not good enough. Right, bit of tape on the back, bit of tape. Pull it apart. Oh, there we go. Nicely done, Dave. You just got to be very careful now. Good. Gently. I think we might we'll have it as some kind of a little wallety thing, I think. It'll need some help to encourage to close. That's stuck now, so I think we'll have it as a little wallety thing with maybe just a couple of pockets just to tuck things in. That's what we're going to do. I've decided, so. Okay, so peel this off the back. That's just the interlayer. Let's get that off my finger because that's not going to help. There's a crow out there. I don't know whether it's a crow from below or it's a dove from above, but it's out there. Oh, you see, it's stuck in most places except for there. What are you doing? You're just being a pain in the bottom now. Right, let's get something to reinforce that crease, just to make it a little bit more reinforced. I think that would be not reinforced, folded. That's it. Let's fold that, reinforce that fold. That's what you meant, Dave. You knew what I meant. No, you didn't. So let's pop this kind of. Let's aim for being the right way up. I don't know which way up was the right way up. Is that the right way up? Oh yeah, cone's kind of pointing up. Yeah, so we're going to go with that, I think. So what, do we want it down? So do we want it down and then have the... Where's the other thing? This. We want that down and then have that... it picks up the orange and have that in the middle. Or do we want to have it so that... No, let's go in the middle. Let's put that in the middle. Right, so... Decoupage, 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 decoupage. It's the A-team. Oh, yes. Just so... Many, many moons ago, I had a nice brush that I put into water whilst I was on with you guys after I'd done some Mod Podging, and I was so chuffed with myself because I hadn't left it like I normally do and left it to go hard, and normally I have to throw them away, and then I didn't actually wash it up and I left it on my desk, and then the all the water in the cup evaporated and the brush went hard. So I don't know. I'm not allowed to have nice things. That's what it is. So I'm just going to put a couple of wiggly lines, just kind of telling me where the heck this is going to go back down again when I pick it up. It might not go here. I can always rub these out, but it gives me a bit of a guide as to where I've decided to have this, and then it also gives me a bit of a guide. Get off me! Bit of a guide as to. See, that's never going to go back there, is it? Because I can't see that. It gives me a bit of a guide as to where I need to have the glue. So a bit harder, Dave. You have to just draw a little bit harder. Draw a little bit harder. And then you can have the glue in the right sort of place, and you don't then get glue everywhere. Right, that's where we're having the glue. Where does that come up to? Oh, somebody's cooking. Nobody's invited me. That's not fair, is it? It's not friendly. Okay, so it's going there, and we're kind of just coming up to, let's just see if we can put a bit of a line on there and there. Can I see that? I don't think I can. Right. Let's just put some glue down. And then what we'll do is I might put a bit of glue first. So like half the glue that I will do. Half the glue that I will do. And then add the other half with the scarf. No. Stop it, Dave. It's not funny. It's not funny when all it's doing is it's rhyming. It doesn't make any sense. So, well, you've never made any sense, to be fair, in your life. So, a deer, a female deer, a drop of. Nope, not singing that. Not singing that, Dave. So, there we go. So, I'm going to do that bit, and then I'm going to lay it down, and I'm going to do the other bit. Right. Oh dear, now you've got to remember which way up it is. Up it is. Up it is. Right, let's go for it, Dave. Oh, hang on. What? 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 Yeah, let's go there. Oh, it's a bit higher up than I originally was going to have it, but never mind, it's fine. It's fine. And then we're going to put a little bit of that there, just so that pops onto there. Just push that all down, and then I will go over it in a minute with maybe some watered down Mod Podge. Just not using any decent brushes because, well, why would you? That was me breathing out, by the way, that's why it moved. Well, it wasn't me breathing out, it was me chortling to myself about the brushes. Okay, so let's just get that on there, nicely covered. Okay, cool. So now we're going to lay that onto there. Lay it down. Lay it down. Make it flat. And I'll need some watered down Mod Podge. We'll use a bit of this. I think it's fine. Oh, blimey, that is very watered down, though. Oh, that's. I tell you what, just flick it all. No, I didn't mean it when I said flick it. Just. Let's blend the edges in first, Dave. So, I like to go over the top, because I like to go over the top, full stop. I like to go over the top of it because it helps it to go a bit more translucent, I think. Although it does, I will be honest, it does tend to make it more wrinkly, especially when you water down Mod Podge is as watered down as mine is. It's more like milk than it is cream. I mean, ideally it should be more like cream, but just I'm trying not to over wet it. Because you know, if you make it, if you get it a little bit wet, like I say, it just helps to make it go translucent. But if you keep dragging over it, you'll make a hole in it. And I realise it's discoloured on the spine, but you know, we're trying to make it look old. It's fine. I'm happy. And at the end of the day, I'm doing me. I can do nobody else but me. I did it. No, it's not another reason for a song. Although that is a fantastic song. I don't need a reason to sing. So it's a fantastic song that I don't need a reason to sing for. So. Yeah, so ding dong merrily on. I see it's starting now. When I go to work tomorrow and I'm singing Christmas songs because I've got them in my head, then I'll just blame you guys. So right, that's that. Let's get that off there. So I can't flip it over because it's not dry. Right, that's the watered down one that goes on there. That's not the watered down one, so that goes on there. Or maybe not. What the heck? It's because it's all gummed up. Alright. There's no time for that, Dave. Just get the lid on. Get the lid on. Put a lid on it. Alright, there you go. Okay, so I will just give this a dry. So I've got this. Let's use this. So let's make some kind of stitch lines over the top of this, just to get rid of the pencil line that I had that I can't rub out because I've obviously Mod Podged over it. So, you know, many a happy accident. Don't see it as an issue, see it as an opportunity, because it is opportunity to do something different that you probably wouldn't have done before. I like that, actually, so that's good. Good job, really, isn't it? So we'll put this kind of around the edge of this, just following this pencil line. Oh, it might be a little bit wet on that bit there. And it definitely then detracts from the pencil line. And looks like you've sewn it, not blown it, you've sewn it. So like I say, that thing, I hadn't really thought about it, but it's not really very good for going around corners, so. Oh, well, I say that's something I don't do very often. Yeah, this is much better for straight lines. So straight lines tends to be okay, but wiggly lines not so much. But you know, they weren't very expensive, so not worried. And didn't buy them for this project, just bought them because I liked them. Do I want that to come round here? No, actually I don't. So I'm going to get rid of that off the edge. In fact, I will file it off, because that way then I'll make a better edge of it if I file it off. Yeah, like that. Perfect. Cool. Okay, so that's going to be the front of it. Oh, you know what? It's not, it's the back. And it's upside down. Hey! You were probably all going, yeah, that's upside down, Dave. Don't do that. But I did. So that gives me the opportunity to cut out at this poinsettia and put this on the front, and nobody will know that that is upside down. Do you know what I mean? Do we care? No. So, or do I care? No, not really. So, right. So I've cut that out. I'm just going to lightly, not quite as dark as the inner one, go over it with a little bit of a smoosh of colour. I think this one has got a little bit of colour on it already. So, just kind of just take the whiteness off the paper, and then it should blend into the background a bit better. I've just been fussy cutting this and chuckling to myself about the the faux pas about the thing, the wreath. But you know, it still looks beautiful upside down and on the back. It's just funny. It's just the way things happen. So I think we're going to have that on there. I think, you know what, I think that means then we will not deploy the Xyron, we're not going to deploy the Xyron, we're going to deploy some of these beautiful people from in here. Oh, there is even a wreath here. It's almost like they knew. They knew I would make a mistake. So, who do we have that I want to put on here? Do we want a family? No, I don't think that's right. Let me just think about something else. So, what if I did have that as the front, and that was upside down? Would you be able to tell? No, not really. Oh, well, I can't tell, but like you might be able to. So, if we have who? Let's see about you two. See, I like that. That's nice. What do we have? Those two girls look absolutely terrified, and I don't like that. You know, it's not. Christmas isn't about looking terrified. No, you're too small. Sorry. You're too small, and I can't choose you at all. See, it rhymes. Okay, I like all of these images though. These are very nice. Obviously, public domain stuff. So, I realise they're Tim Holt stuff, but they are things that are obviously from the public domain. You just need to know where to find them. Oh, that's a nice little family. See, that goes much better. I like them. Yes, I like that. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to have that. And do we have then the Merry Christmas somewhere? The Christmas greetings. Yes, we're going to have that on the front. Right, good. Right, okay, so that's what's going on the front. Okay. Then we're going to have inside. On the inside. Don't start that again, Dave. We want to have a couple of little pockets. Now, I don't know whether this is right now. So let's just... these aren't going to go back in there, are they? Not in any short term. That's a straw. I thought it was a candy cane. It's not. It's a straw. Oh, you see, that's nice. We can have that there. Oh, I like that. I like that very much. And then we'll have a little pocket either side of that. So, please go in there without breaking any limbs off. All right, you're not going to do that, then, are you? So let's find something else in which for you to sit, on which for you to sit, whatever. Do we want any more of that? No, we don't want the star, do we? No, we don't want that, we don't want that, we don't want that. Okay, and we don't want you or you. Sorry, no offence, but... Right, I need to put you in something. Right, going in that box. And then, I'll put you back in that envelope at some point, but just not now. So I think we're going to have you either side, and then we're going to have a couple of pockets here. So what we're going to do, these two glitzy glam, I think they are, and they all also look a bit new. So what we will do, see Dave with your rhyming, file folder, is that, do you think? Possibly. Let's have a look. Let's just cut it out, and then don't make any decisions before you cut it out. Let's just tear it out for the time being. There we go. And then we can make a decision from there. So they're going to get used there. Oh, actually, we could have one of them inside here. We could. That's true. That's going to start moving. So. Cool. Okay, let's move that out of the way. I know the space is getting smaller, but, you know, this is where we are. This is how it is. So, do I want to decoupage this with something? Let's get rid of these bits. This bit can go. This bit can definitely go. Maybe we put a bit of that over it. Yeah, maybe a bit of that, but I want something in the background of that, I think. Do I decoupage it? Do I put... I don't know. I don't know now. I'll put a little bit of this top and bottom. Right, let's do that, Dave. Let's get pair of scissors out. Cut that off. Not cut Santa out, so leave him intact, then he can be used for another project. Oh, that bird has to make I don't know whether you heard that bird, but like, blimey. You almost need ear defenders. Singing loudly. How dare it? Trying to upstage me. Blimey, it is a very noisy bird. It's not. I would love to say there was a tree outside, but there isn't. I'm not. There are trees around, but not directly outside. It must be sat on my roof or something. Shush! How dare you upstage me? Right. Riot. No, please don't riot. Right, said Fred. Noisy bird, noisy bird, noisy bird, noisy bird. Where? What am I looking for? I really don't know. The pen, the water pen. That's what I'm looking for. What am I looking for? My marbles. Oh, here they are. So let's do a little bit of a wiggly line around that. Just kind of roughly cut it out. And we have that maybe on the corner there. I don't know how well it's going to stand out. And then this one. put that at the bottom there, and then if I have like that kind of hanging over, don't want that on the top. Maybe put this on first, and then decoupage over the top of that. Okay, cool. So we have a plan now. So we want that to be, where do we want that to be? Yeah, like that. That's how much I want to see. What I will do is I will just wrap it around there so that it doesn't snag on anything you push in and out of the pocket. But I won't leave the doily bits on. All of it. Curl them off onto the edge there. Same with that. And then do that down there. Cool. Okay, get rid of that. That's going to go on there. I'll just snip off what hangs over the edge. And I think, yeah, I'm going to glue that down with this. Do I want to ink this first? I think I possibly do. I want to make it look a little bit old on the edges. And even underneath where the doily is going to go. I know you're not going to see most of this, but I'll pop that on there, and then we'll do that over the top. So I think this is going to be stuck down with this because I can kind of go intricately. Well, I can't go intricately. Let's be honest, I'm not going to. That's not going to happen. Let's go intricately around the outside, like the Buffalo Girls do. Stop now, Dave. Stop right now. Thank you very much. I need somebody with a human touch. So, sorry for snorting. It happens. It just I get I've got me glue nozzles caught. Well, by the time I'd got the words out, the glue nozzle had uncaught itself. Caught in a trap, can't break out. Oh no, that's 'cause I love you too much, baby. That's not the words, Dave. Caught in a trap, can't break out. I don't know what the words are. 'Cause I love you too much, baby, that's why. So, let's snip that bit off there. Get off me. And then we will snip that tiny bit off there. With his wibbly wobbly shaky hands. And then do this, do that, do the other, do this, do that, and do the other. Flip that over the edge, and that's just there because, you know, it's not going to get caught that way. So that's the bit you're going to see, that bit, and then we're going to put these on, and they're going to go, I can't remember which way around it was. I think that was that way. That's going to come in from the top, and that's going to come in from the bottom, and I'm just going to reshape this so that bottom bit doesn't have such a straight edge, because then you won't see it as much. Cool, and we will pop that on. I'm going to do it with a little bit of watered down Mod Podge. Oh, didn't do anything with my brush. Oh, it's still alive, it's fine. So, I'm going to pop that on there. Just get a nice big, that's why I'm using the watered down stuff this time, because there's less of it. Pop that down there, and then I just need to make sure that goes to the edge there, And then we will also just tease it out from the middle, covering all that white stuff. Oh no, that's way too wet. Covering all the white. So it's not going to fade away as much if on the red background as it would do on a plain background, but you know, we're not worried about that. Oh, that's got a bit of a straight edge as well. Get rid of that. And the less napkin there is, the better it is. So, well, the less white napkin it is, there is, especially on this background. So we're going to pop that on there. Oh, no, there you go, like that. Pop that down. And then just tease all of that out. Lovely, 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 jubbly, lovely, jubbly. Right, like I say, I don't know how well it will be seen when it's dry. We'll soon see, won't we? Right, bear with. I'll be back in a second. I'm just going to dry this. Right, it's going to be brick. Just another brick in the wall. All in all, it's just another brick in the wall. That, I'm just going to file that edge off. Of course, it does buckle it, of course, because it's got wet and now you've dried it, and so it's slightly buckled, but you know, it's all good and hunky-dory. It's all good in the hood. Right, so that's going to go down there. I think we will ink that edge. Might just do a bit more inking over the doily and maybe a bit over this to kind of just blend it into the background a bit. It gets rid of the whiteness of the doily so it doesn't look quite so like it's standing out like a sore thumb. Maybe just a tad over some of that doily. Cool. So we're going to pop that there. And I'm going to glue that down now because I know I want that there. Right, so let's just see if we can make it a bit flatter. It's fine. No, I don't want a thumb notch, so I won't. Just going to go across there, across there, and up there. I'm going to pop that on there. If you can hear the banging and stuff and the noise of the kids playing and stuff, that's all next door. So I've got the window open because it's quite, like I said at the very start, it's very muggy. Not moggy. It's not a cat. Okay, where is the holy crunchy hole? Oh no, not crunchy. Oh, that's one of those ink pads has just gone that way. So this is what I wanted. I'll just curl that corner. I'm going to ink this over a little bit. Just make it look a little bit more. Ooh, maybe this is where. No, I don't want red on red. That's going to be impossible to see. Do I want to have this on there? I don't know. I don't know. Why am I singing? What is that? Ding dong da. Fairer Jacques. That's what I was singing. Fairer Jacques. Fairer Jacques. Dormez-vous. Dormez-vous. Don't want, don't know whether, do I want that there? think I'm going to put that on the... don't know whether I'm going to use the thing that I was going to use in the first place. Sorry, polar bear, I'm not using you. I know that, like, this is really unconventional, cutting it out, but I'm unconventional, so that's as it is. So, oh, that's nice and falling apart, layers wise. Well, it was falling apart. There you go. I don't need to take the layers off now. That's good. So maybe that on there. I like that. Santa's World. Yes, I like that. And I liked it. I was like, oh, I don't know whether it goes. I think it kind of goes with that. And I think it just brings it together a bit. So I will just floof that edge a bit. So just get rid of that off the very edge there, and do the same on this bit, so it's not quite as easy to be... you can't see a straight line then. Aesthetically it just looks nicer. And we will pop that on as well, aren't we? Blimey, we're really motoring here, aren't we? Okay, where's the... what? Where on earth? Oh my goodness me, Dave. What is the... oh, that. What is your problem, Dave? In fact, actually, I think I'm going to go with the thicker one. So I want a bit of an idea about where this is going to need to be done to. Hopefully you'll still be able to see the lines through it, but if you can't, you can't. I mean, I kept the lines because I liked them. In fact, I might just change that edge here. Just change the shape of that edge. There we go. Yep, we're going to do that. Let's get rid of that bit of floof on the edge there. Cool. So, I think I'm going to put this on here with this. Going to go there like that. So it's a little bit higher than that line. Right, let's see if we can go, if I can kind of remember that shape. Oh, the rain started to come down again. It's raining, do 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 do, raining in my garden. There's not a cloud to spoil the... well, there's loads of clouds to spoil the view, to be fair. Although there's not much of a view from here. I can see somebody else's brick wall, so... just another brick in the wall. Do we have enough? It's not quite high enough. Let's put some more on there. And don't get it on your chair. Gosh, Dave. Good grief, Dave. Right. Let's smooth that out nicely. And then get some nice... oh, it's come away a little bit there, but never mind. We will just have it reshaped. And it didn't go quite to the edge there, so we will reshape that. Maybe a little bit off that corner, just so it looks like it was all supposed to be like that. So, okay, and then we'll get this on it. Oh, you see, that's not quite stuck down there either, is it not? Is there any? Oh yeah, no, it's fine. It does go up to that edge. And then we're just going to go over the top with a bit of this, just to make it a bit more transparent. Decoupage, you know, like that's what it's all about. Get it decoupaged in it. Decoupaged in. I don't know what I'm talking about. Don't listen to me. I'm just talking. The rain is really coming down. I don't know if you can hear it, but it is beating down. Right, let's give that a zhuzh with me drying thing. go. So that's going to go on there. We're just going to ink that a bit more around the bits that we didn't, and then just go over the top of this. Get rid of any of those really white bits. It blends in nicely. Oh, fingers are stuck to that. I'm going to pop that on there, and we will then do the front cover, and I think that will take us to the very bitter end. Well, it's not a bitter end, is it? It's a sweet end. I'll pop that on there. And it's a very simple thing, I know, but it's, you know, it's a bit like its owner, to be fair. So we've decided to do it that way around because, you know, I got it upside down. But it's okay. We're happy. It's not fine. It's not okay. Oh no, that is okay. It's not. Oh no. Well, I don't even know what I'm singing. Could I put that maybe on there? But it's not what, but it's okay. It's not right. It's not right, but it's okay. I'm gonna make it anyway. Right, I'm gonna put this on the back. I'm gonna glue that there. I think I'm gonna put a slot in there. I'm gonna definitely put a slot in there. Right, slot thing. What is the slot not? It's not a hole. It's just a slot. Okay, so we're gonna pop that about there. Is that away from that pocket? Oh, could it have been any closer? It could have been, but it wasn't. I'm going to pop that there. Might not be in the middle. I don't care. I'm going to pop that there. It might not be in the middle, but I don't care. See? More rhyming stuff. And then we will have... I will stick that on there. Hopefully that is long enough. Not quite big enough, that slot. I think I need to be a little bit longer than that. Will that go through there now? Well, it gets, the dogs are barking now. Yep, that'll go through there. So we will have that on the back, like that. And what shall I glue it with? With what shall I glue it? I will glue it with some of this, I think. Over. Stick it down. Don't put your fingers on it, Dave, because it'll just get stuck to your fingers. So stick it down with a bit of non-stick stuff. We'll put something over the top of that. So we will stick something over the top of it. I think I might have... I think I'm going to have that in there. Right, where's that fold? Yeah, that's fine. That will stick in there. I won't have it sticking out of the pocket because it'll just get in the way. Yep, I'm going to have that on there. That's good. That just gives that time, that hopefully that ribbon's starting to stick. Hopefully the ribbon hasn't moved. No, it hasn't moved, that's fine. Because it was sticking out at a weird angle. I was like, oh no, it's moved. Oh no. Oh yes, but it hasn't, so... all is good in Santa's hood. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's wearing Bermuda shorts because it is July and it is far too hot to wear anything furry at this time of year. I see that didn't rhyme, I didn't think it through, but never mind. There we go. So got that on there. That is going to loop through, and it's going to then just loop back. It doesn't need a lot, so it only needs like that. Then it's going to come back round to here. We're going to put something over the top of that. What should we put on the let's get another piece of that ephemera, etc., etc., ephemera. Find something nice in here. Let's find something nice. There's lots of nice things, to be fair. There's some beautiful things, to be fair. Some of it's like, I don't want to use it. Don't use it. Right, maybe a poinsettia. You see, that is just the perfect item to go there. Yeah, I am going to put that back in that bag, but just not at this very moment in time. And then, yeah, so I'll stick that there. So then it's going to come back on itself, and it will stick. I think we're going to put a Velcro dot on there. So I'm just going to cut that off. I'm probably going to cut this too short, but hey. In fact, let's cut that with some pinking shears. Are they the pinking shears? They are. It shouldn't then fray. I was afraid it might. So that can go through there. That can go back that way. Oh yeah, that's way too long. That's way too long, Dave. Cut that bit off. To there. And then we can have a Velcro dot, because we have them, and how Velcro dots will travel. It will need a bit more glue on it, or I might even sew it on to a later date, but for now it will be, it'll have to do, no, it'll be fine for now. So we're going to do that like that. But then, whilst we have, that's just a bit of that doily, sorry, the decoupage sticking out over the edge, and we're going to pop that like that on there. Yes, that will cover that up nicely. It covers the back of that, like, I mean, that looks messy, doesn't it? So that's why we're doing it. It's Christmas in July. So we'll stick that down. And you stay there. Stay. And then we're going to do the front. So will that just stay there? You're not moving, are you? No, you're fine. Okay, so then on the front we are going to have this, aren't we? Yes, we are. We can have them in the middle of there, and we will ink that edge nicely, just to make them less sticky-outy with the contrasting. This is way too bright to look old. You know, the cardboard is always that. It's got such a like a brilliant white core to it, so. In fact, actually, that would have been nice if they printed these on cream card, but I'm just asking too much. I guess they're made for all sorts of crafters, so not just the junk journalers. They're actually made. I think they're made for mixed media artists. So really, so I'm gonna pop you on there. We're going to pop this on here. Again, we'll just ink around the edge. Bit of glue all the way along. Bit of glue, do. Why is 18 my fallback song? Do. I don't know. But it is doopy. Oh, actually, that dotting, that like whatever it's called, stitching. That's the word. Picks up that. Isn't that uncanny? It's uncanny, I tell thee. So actually, I had these for the corners, and I don't think I need them now. Might have that in that corner. Yeah, let's do it. Like, you know, in for a penny. In for a pound. Oh, don't break the corner of it. Not easy to do. Should maybe do it with the pointy corner bit. Yeah, let's stick this down, otherwise it's only going to get more broken if I just try and put it back in the box, because now I've almost pulled that corner off. Pop that on there. Don't know what that is. Stick that down. Don't need that now, do I? No, I don't. Do I want it on the front? I quite like it on the front. Does it look... No, it covers them up too much that way. But I quite like it there. We're going to do that. We're going to pop that on the front as well. So, you see, look how crackingly good this has kind of turned out for somebody who doesn't do Christmas. I mean, I do Christmas, don't get me wrong, I love Christmas. I don't make a huge amount of things at Christmas. I don't mind making them in December, like I say, but you don't get a lot done because it's December. And nobody really wants to be watching December, like things that you've been making in December, in January, when it's Christmassy stuff, because they're no longer feeling in the Christmassy mood then. The Christmassy itch has been well and truly scratched by that point. And if you've got a Christmassy itch, I suggest you see a doctor. Oh, I like that a lot. So that goes in there, that folds round, and then that just locks in like that. Oh, I love it. So, right, I'm just going to give it a quick tidy up. There we go. So this is today's make. So we want to do something Christmassy. It is Christmas in July, and we open it like this. It slips out like that, and we've got a pocket here, and we've got a pocket here, and I love it. I know it's very simple, but I love it, and I'm really chuffed with it. So I hope you like it. So just another little Monday make. A slightly longer video today, but I hope you enjoyed it anyway, and I will see you in my next video. I've actually got some happy mail to open from Corrie, so tune in and see what I've been sent. So thanks very much. Don't forget to give the video a like, a thumbs up. If you are watching on a TV, you can still do it on a TV. You just need to press up on your remote control, then the bar will appear, and then the thumbs up. You just need to go up and across, click on the thumbs up, and you can do it from your TV. There is no excuse to be liking these videos. It shows me that you like what I do, and tells YouTube, more importantly, that you like what I do. So thank you very much if you have already done that. Thank you very much if you are currently doing that, and thank you if you intend to do that, and hopefully you will. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share, comment, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, folks. Lots of love. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Lots of hugs. Don't forget, I love you all, without exception, until you give me a reason not to. So don't give me a reason not to. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye. Bye.